2022 Olympic champion and 5-time world champion in ice dancing, French figure skater Gabriela Papadakis, issued a call to fans ahead of the start of the individual figure skating events at the 2026 Olympics. I love my sport. I truly do. It has given me travels around the world, the most vivid memories of my life, and strengthened me in so many ways. But it has also done me great harm. I share my experience because I believe in a sport where young athletes don't have to go through what I did to achieve my dreams. However, it is incredibly difficult to make sport safer when the voices of victims continue to be silenced. I had to end my athletic career because I could no longer tolerate the abuse. And now, because I spoke out, I have lost my job. I do not consider myself a victim. I use my experience to highlight the reality. As long as victims are punished for speaking the truth, sport cannot truly change or become safer. As the Winter Olympics unfold, I urge you to critically reflect on this spectacle. Spectators have power, and what we choose to watch, who we support, what questions we ask, or what we turn away from, helps shape the culture of sport, Papadakis wrote on her social media page. As a reminder, Papadakis was suspended from commentating on Olympic figure skating, allegedly at the request of her former partner and current athlete Guillaume Cizerin, amid the controversy surrounding Gabriela's book. Papadakis' work at the Olympics could have created a conflict of interest. Russian figure skater Petr Gmenic appeared at an evening practice session at the Milan Olympics, wearing a costume from his program, Perfume. The IOC had previously banned Gumennik from using the music for his short program, due to copyright issues. The skater has changed his musical accompaniment. He will be performing to Edgar Acopion's Waltz of 1805. Gumennik's coach, Veronika Daneko, reported that the skater took all of his costumes from previous years to Milan, and will decide what he will wear once he gets there. The men's short programs will be on February 10th. Gumennik's chances of winning gold at the 2026 Olympics have plummeted following the change in music for his short program. Japanese figure skater Yuma Kageyama spoke about his battle with American Ilya Malinin at the Olympics. When I ask myself what I need to do to catch Ilya, I come to the conclusion that I can't give him an advantage by making mistakes. Spins, steps, skating, even facial expressions, I really need to get everything right, and that will require a tremendous amount of effort, Kageyama said. 2002 Olympic medalist Ilya Averbik believes American figure skaters will win at least 2 more gold medals at the Milan Olympics. Malinin is definitely the favorite. The somersault he lands is the highlight of the program. There will be a battle, but of course, at the moment, Ilya Malinin is the leading contender for victory in the men's singles, and the American duo is the favorite to win the ice dance. I think the Americans will win at least 2 more gold medals. They could also compete in the women's singles. The reigning world champion is currently competing for the United States. Let's hope that Adelia Petrosyan puts up a fight and manages to get past her. Our skater has more complex content, but everything will depend on her execution, Averbik said. Gmenic has potential for very strong content. Everything will depend on his performance. Of course, there are a lot of complicated issues with his program, which are definitely not a plus. Petr is opening the competition, and the judges will still hold back the scores. The most important thing now is to skate a clean short program and get into the strongest group for the free skate. And there, Petr has the most difficult content after Malinin, 5 quadruple jumps, so he has every chance of making it into the top 3, as he quotes Averbik as saying. Ilya Malinin. I heard that after I did a somersault, Djokovic grabbed his head. Incredible. I saw Djokovic. It's simply unbelievable. It's a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Seeing a famous tennis player watching me perform. I'm thrilled, Malinin said after his performance. 2 medal days were held at the 2026 Milan Olympics. The first champions were determined in figure skating, biathlon, skiing, and other sports. There's a curious trend. The medals and their attachment to the ribbons have proven to be unreliable. Sweden's Ebba Andersson was the first to complain. After the skiathlon, her silver medal fell apart, she couldn't put it back together. I was running after Frida Karlsson, and in my rush, my medal fell in the snow and broke into 3 pieces, the skier said. Now I hope the organizers have a backup plan in case the medals break. I thought, damn, this is really stupid. Then I tried to fix it, and one of the 3 pieces flew off somewhere completely different, where it remained. We finally gave up. Olympic medals are made from recycled metal, which is mined from industrial waste. This aligns with the environmental agenda. The metal packaging is made from materials with minimal plastic use. Alyssa Liu's gold medal for the team figure skating event fell off. After the epic battle between the USA and Japan, decided by a single point, more than just the ice rink shook. Liu's medal tore off the ribbon. But the athlete wasn't upset. My medal doesn't need a ribbon. Alyssa herself, incidentally, was second in the short program, behind Kaori Sakamoto, and didn't compete in the free skate. Amber Glenn skated for the Americans. German biathlete Just Estrello is also positive. Yesterday, he celebrated bronze in the mixed relay with the German team. But the medal left the party after a few jumps. Vanessa Voigt's crown nearly flew off, and Franziska Prius laughed, covering her mouth with her hand. Estrello joked on social media, "Hey, Olympics, what's wrong with the medals?" and tried to attach it back to the ribbon. The gold medal of American Breezy Johnson, the downhill champion, was also damaged. It was all due to a fragile part through which the ribbon is threaded. Breezy even jumped around during the awards ceremony. The medal, is definitely heavy. Heavier than I expected, Johnson admitted. Maybe that's why it broke. It's not that badly broken, but a little. The International Biathlon Union, IBU, posted a humorous request on social media. Breezy Johnson, if you find someone who can fix your medal, please direct them to Just Estrello. The organizer's response is still perplexed, and Olympic Operations Director Andrea Francesi is perplexed. We are aware of the situation and are trying to understand the cause. Everything should be perfect when a medal is awarded. For an athlete, it's the most memorable moment. Three-time Olympic champion Rodnina wished Russian figure skaters Adelia Petrosyan and Petr Gmenic good skating at the Milan Games. I have no expectations for Petrosyan and Gmenic. I just want to wish them good skating, because the Olympic Games are a very difficult and important competition. Nothing is easy there. This isn't a housing office championship, a national or continental championship, or even a world championship. It's a completely different competition. All sorts of things happen at the Olympics, but if you've reached such heights, be prepared to defend your work and your convictions. How capable are our skaters of medaling, given the situation with Gumenic and the news of Petrosyan's injury? My coach taught me never to talk about my injuries, so as not to give anyone a reason to discuss them. Now, the approach is probably different. It's better to tell. I think this is being done once again so that if there are any mistakes or shortcomings, they can be blamed on something else. As someone has arrived and achieved a place at the Olympics, they have to be prepared for anything. Injury, opponents. Yes, there are many mistakes, but still get ready and compete. Will Petrosyan and Gumenic really be able to compete for medals with such competitors? The beauty of the Olympic Games is that everything happens there. And we've witnessed many times that some athletes are favorites, but completely different ones win. One of the most obvious examples is Lesya Urmanov. No one counted on him at all. There was a long list of contenders and favorites, but in the end, Lesya won. And the fact that our team can hardly be called favorites is further proof that literally anyone can win. They have one single requirement. They must always skate cleanly at the Olympic Games, so we just have to wait for Petrosyan and Gumenic to skate, Rodnina said. She also commented on the situation with the music change in Gumennik's short program. Everyone has a different nervous system. I know that a situation like this can rally some, while it can shatter others. Those who love to fight, on the contrary, will find themselves summoning all their will and desire in such a situation. But for others, it's just an excuse for why something didn't work out, Ria Novosti quotes Rodnina as saying.